Welcome to Auburn, Alabama. A beautiful day for college football as the War Eagle cry reverberates across Jordan-Hare Stadium as their beloved Tigers are set to kick off another season. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Canes will kick it away to start us off. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Auburn to the line in a hurry. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like we should talk about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Wide out in motion. They'll try the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Easy.
Johnson wants to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Running behind that left side. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all up. They better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Working the middle, it's complete. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds his man and they convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Jackson gonna throw it. Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Looking for room. It's Washington. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the single back. Oh, how did he make that move? And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. The ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And the junior was late on the release, and he threw it behind him. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw. Fires to the middle. He got it! Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They'll try to tack one more on their score. They'll immediately call timeout. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kick coverage team was ready and in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take a knee in the end zone. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll leave it with him. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Finds a crease at the 20. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Auburn lines up quickly. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Motion from the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. precision, blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he puts through the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Jackson gonna throw it. Gonna take a shot. And it's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Miami! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Michigan is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed big house, but the Maize and Blue have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Western Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Johnson looking to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. He's loose. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the point after is good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They'll try to pick up the first. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. In your own 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. At the 45 on his way. The expressway is wide open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricanes! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
42 Spider, 4-2 spot.
He locked up and held on to bring him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
That gives him 100 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Looking to throw on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. They'll throw on third and short. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. To the ground to try to move the chains. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? The give on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll give it to him again. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Attempt to try. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana Tech. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go.
Can anyone catch him? Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. To the ground with the back. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down for this offense. The give to the left side. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Shakes off the tackler.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. He'll try it again. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They're setting up the screen. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Jackson will throw. They're trying to get to him. He's got the tight end. Pulled down for the tackle.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Try to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Offense set on 1st down. They go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10.
42 Spider.
Johnson looking to throw. He lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the tight end. He's got him and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Double right. Yep. Ready to go.
Running back searching for a hole. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Auburn! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
It's complete on the right side. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Fires to the right. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a...
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Jacksonville State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 28 to Tulane. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Jackson gonna throw it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're gonna do?
Makes the catch past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on 1st down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Canes have moved it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. He makes the connection. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to blow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going for 6. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They march 78 yards down the field, down to 17 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and what a miracle it would be if they pull this out. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. Here on 3rd down.
Easy.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Miami.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down.
Convoy.
Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting